We're nearing the end of Pride Month with the grand finale, the Seattle Pride Parade, ready to set off 1 week from today. And here to tell us more about that is Seattle Pride Executive Director Patty Hearn. Thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, when people head out for the 50th anniversary celebration, what can they expect?
Well, the parade is always a big, exciting event. This year, it's a little extra exciting because it's the opportunity for us to celebrate our 50th anniversary. So I think the parade might be a little bit bigger, a little bit more exciting this year. We do have a really exciting group of grand marshals that we can talk about, and you'll see some cheerleaders and bands and all of the things that are familiar, and some great drag queens who are RuPaul alumni, and I think it will be a very fun day.
Well, all month Seattle Pride has been commemorating the rich history we have for the LGBTQIA plus history here. How can people learn about that?
Yeah, it has been so great for us to dig into the history, for me to do my own learning and to put some things together. So one place is at seattlepride.org. We have collated queer history that's specific to Seattle, particularly in the Pioneer Square neighborhood, which was the original gay neighborhood of the city. So we have a timeline that has important people, important events, and that's a really good place to start. There are a couple other things. There's also a tour called Beneath the Streets that runs a queer history tour of Seattle, and they are an absolute wealth of information. And you can walk through the city and under the city and see some historical community center spots and bars and clubs and places that were important to the city. The other thing I would say is MoHi is running two history events right now. One is Posters of Pride, which is historical gay pride posters, and the other is Objects of Pride, where people submit sort of paraphernalia and things that they have from Pride events in the past.
All right, and we mentioned some familiar faces and excitement around the Grand Marshals this year. Could you tell us about that? Some pretty exciting news.
Yes, the familiar faces will be beloved athletes, activists, Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe. We're very thrilled to have them kicking off the parade for us this year and bringing their excitement and their love for Seattle and the queer community.
Well, Patty, looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future of Seattle Pride? How do you envision the next 50 years?
Yeah, that is a big question. I think, when you think about the past 50 years, so much progress has happened already. We were a community that very much needed to live in the shadows, and the work of the past 50 years has been to be visible and celebrate our community and joy. And what I hope for the next 50 years is to continue that celebration and that honoring of our history, but to not need pride in the same way, right? For us to have legal protection, full acceptance, full respect. So that is where I hope we end up in the next 50 years.
All right. Well, next Sunday's parade starts at 11 a.m. on 4th Avenue between Union Street and Denny Way in downtown Seattle. People can head to seattlepride.org for more information about everything, including checking out that timeline. Yes. Patty, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.